Hi guys. So it's been a while since I did a chit chat video. Today we're here with Salt, my Switch Sohwa, and I just want to talk a bit about something that I don't think people really talk about when collecting dolls, and that is smell. So this is kind of prompted because I came across a book in the library about revelations in air, and it was basically talking about smell. And there was a section about resinous smells, which unfortunately did not have like actual resin smells. So it got me thinking about how vividly my first doll Gabby's smell was. So when I first got Gabby, which is my who is my CP Delve Dreaming Liché boy, he came in a box, and I guess that time I kept him in my wardrobe, which has like fully closed doors. So the smell of the fresh resin from the doll permeated my wardrobe basically, and I had that fresh resin smell in my wardrobe for like about a good half a year, and then it was maybe a bit more faded for like a year, and after that it doesn't really smell like resin. So I remember when Salt first came, his body, the Ipoh House body, when it first came, it also has a very nice resin smell. But because of the way I keep my dolls now, which is with drawers that have like a slit in them, so the air escapes out quite easily. I mean, I guess that's a good thing, right? But then the bad part of it is, I guess, I don't get to keep the new resin smell for so long, and he basically doesn't smell like resin nowadays. So I guess it's kind of funny because I think smell is something that comes up when we talk about like negative things. Like for example, in one of the signs to look out for recast, it is that a lot of the recast dolls, or more specifically I suppose the poorly made recast dolls, smell really, really chemically. And just to make it clear, I am anti-recast and pro-artist. I don't think it's right to not pay the people who, create the beautiful dolls that we own. So I'm firmly anti-recast, but I'm not going to go too deeply into that. But I just wanted to talk about smell. So it's funny that comes up, but then like the smell of resin comes up sometimes, I think, when we talk about new dolls. But I can't quite describe it because I have not smelled the same smell other than on resin. And the thing is also, I think different companies' resin smell a bit different. And I've not really smelled the same resin smell that I've had when I got Gabby. Another thing that kind of factors into this is that most of my dolls are shipped overseas. So I suspect that they carry a bit of like the smell from the aircraft, because my non-doll stuff also kind of have that same smell in the box. So I wonder whether that messes up with like what my perception of fresh resin smells like. And I don't know about you, but I realized that some doll clothing companies from Taobao like to spray a little bit of perfume in their boxes when they send it over. And that can be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on whether you like the perfume. So that's interesting as well. I didn't really realize how much smell plays a part in my enjoyment of maybe not just the hobby, but maybe specifically like things when they first come to me. I think I was opening this jacket. So this hoodie is a TTYA hoodie. It's actually really, really nice. I got it because it's super fluffy, and I wanted Salt to be like nice and fluffy and comfortable. But anyway, okay, so ignore this weird stains, and there's a bit of a patch here. That's because I just washed the hoodie and I didn't realize. I guess something ran color, and I didn't realize that it was, dyeing the ends of his hoodie strings as it was drying, and a bit of his pockets. But the main reason why I even washed the main reason why I even washed this hoodie when it first came is because it kind of smelled like new cloth. So, sort of has a crayony smell. I think it might be to do with the fact that it's this kind of like fur fabric, because when I buy the same kind of fur fabric in Chinatown in Singapore, the cloth shop kind of smells like it. Smells like this. So I suspect it's a new cloth smell, and it kind of put me off putting it on him. So I went and washed it, but I didn't realize that I guess it has some sort of dirt or whatever in it. So like when it dried, it was hanging this way, and I guess the hoodie strings got most of the color. I'm gonna wash it again, but at least the smell of the hoodie is kind of neutral now. It just smells like my laundry. I hand wash my stuff, by the way, because dog clothes are kind of delicate and it's not like they're very dirty, so hand washing is fine. And yeah, so it was kind of funny because I didn't realize that smell was an important part of my enjoyment of this hobby until I realized that I couldn't really stand having his hoodie have that new cloth smell, and I was like, I can't put it on him. So I did try putting it on him, and then I was like, no, I gotta take it off. So yeah, I found that quite interesting. I can't quite think of a lot of instances where smell really plays a very super important role, but I think that might also be due to the fact that, out of the senses that we have, like the 5 common ones, we don't really pay smell that much attention. So I was saying that I don't really have any particular associations with smell of my dolls besides the ones that I've mentioned. A very strong memory of how Gabby smelled when he first came, how Salt's House body smelled when it first came, and also how this hoodie smelled when it first came, which was not a pleasant smell. But I also kind of have this association of doll meats with the smell of truffle oil, because I think a lot of the times when I went for doll meats, we often went to a cafe and they tend to sell truffle fries. Like, we usually went at a time where it was not meal times. So besides ordering drinks, we felt that it would be better if we could order some snacks, and that was usually truffle fries. So I kind of weirdly have an association of doll meats with the smell of truffle oil in truffle fries, but that's like, I guess, just, because of where we usually went for doll meats. And yeah, I don't particularly like perfumed packages, just because I feel like the scent could go either way. You could really like it or you could really dislike it, and I don't know, do you like the smell of fresh resin? Do you try and keep it? I kind of miss the smell of fresh resin, but recently I got the Doll Family A body that just came in, and Salt is in the same drawer that I have the Doll Family A body in, and he's kind of starting to smell like that body instead, but that body has a different resin smell than the one that he originally had, so that's kind of strange to me as well. So like, apparently different resin smell different. And my camera just died again. Okay, so anyway, that's all for today. Thanks for listening to my unstructured thoughts on smells and dolls, and share with me what kind of smells you associate with your dolls in general. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Bye!